What's up, you guys? This is Tim Trevor, the managing editor of the Diecast Collector. Tonight, depending on what part of the world you're from, we're doing a couple of Fords. We're doing some Ford T-Birds Pro stock. Um, that's the midweek feature and theme day. Midweek feature and theme day. So don't worry, I'll put everything in the description box below. Let you know all that stuff. Guys, I'm going to let y'all know. I said this on Tim Trevor, the Diecast Collector blog. So if you want to hear all that, it's a short video or short of it. So it's basically a long form feature, but it's short. Go check it out as well. But also, I already mentioned it over there. I'm going to be doing a long form on here. So anyway, because I got a little bit more extra time, so I could do it on here. Guys and girls, I got all of the mail call stuff in. This is one of the two mail calls that originally got in, but this is non retro series or retro series related. Just wanted to throw this up on the channel, let it go, and for a while, and I got all that good stuff. Guys and girls, I want to talk a little bit more about the retro series here, and that's why I'm kind of updating the channel a little bit. And no, I'm not contradicting myself either. Um, so originally the plan was I was going to take last week off, this week, and I did mention about the third week or next week off as well, which I am. So I'm taking those 3 weeks off. So that's what I'm going to do. I thought about that long and hard, and why is my on this phone? Why don't I have the calendar up here? Why is my calendar not up here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Um. So anyway, let me go ahead and move that up here somewhere right there. Okay. So anyway, so the first of the month, last month, this week, and then the following week. Um. So the first 2 weeks, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Last week, this week, and next week, I'm taking those 3 weeks off. Now, the week of the 22nd, which will be the week after next, to the 30th, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be taking that. I don't know what's going to be happening from there. So, the week of the 1st, this past Monday, which would be 2 days ago, and then the next Monday, the week of the 15th, I'm taking those 3 weeks off. Now, the week of the 22nd, which would be a week after next, to the 29th of uh, that day, that week, I don't know what is going to happen. So I don't know exactly what's going to be happening now until the end of the month. But I am going to be taking some more time off. I probably will just say I'm going to probably take the rest of the month off, just to do that. Um, now as far as Now, the original plan was on the retro series was supposed to take every other Tuesday and do it. Well, that's the original plan. I think we're going to change that plan. I'm not going to say we're going to scrap the plan, but we will change it. Uh, or you can say we're scrapping the original plan. I think we're going to start doing the retro series in October. Um, I don't know exactly what date it's going to be. It's going to be only on a Tuesday we'll do it. So I can't really confirm exactly what Tuesday of that month it's going to be yet. I haven't figured that out. But we are going to be going ahead and tell you. I think we're going to do it every one Tuesday of each week or each month. We're going to try to do a retro series on or one of the episodes of the retro series. I think because if we do that, it separates the series a little bit more and then that way I can bring in the other articles and other shows and other events and stuff like that. I think that would be also beneficial to the channel, and it'll show a little bit more growth. We are still growing. The numbers are still great. On the other channel, we're at 100 right now, so that's where we hit that milestone like last week. So let's just keep continuing with that channel, let it grow and all that stuff. But I'm thinking we're going to start, I think, in another 2 weeks off. I think next week, probably the end of the month of September, I'm thinking more about going ahead and tell y'all that I possibly will take the remainder part of the month off. And yes, there will be some content coming out, maybe one or two content a week, maybe. I don't know because, like I said, I'm still technically off. And me being off right now, it makes me feel more energized and not like crashed like 3 months ago. So, with it all being said, guys and girls, I think taking 3 weeks, I think taking the next few weeks off, I think it will be great. But also at the same time, I think the month of October, sometime in the month of October, we'll start doing the retro series. Like I said, it would be any Tuesday because it's exactly where we're going to keep it as on Tuesday. So that way it just falls in everything. But that's what we're going to be doing. I think that will be more beneficial and not to try to clam everything up in every 2 weeks or every other week, every other Tuesday of every week of the month and try to do it that way. I don't think it was going to work that way. So I think personally right now, I think the way we're going to do it is do it one episode of the retro series every Tuesday, every 1 month on on that particular Tuesday of that month. More likely starting in October. I'm not nailing down the date yet because I don't know exactly what's going to be yet. So stay tuned on that. I will put because still gotta get more. I gotta go through my totes to find what other cars I have in there, and plus seeing what other cars I can find from the '90s that I don't have that I need to get. So it buys me a little extra more time. So like I said, and also the '90 or either a Matchbox or a Hot Wheels. So with all that being said, guys, I will be doing a video more likely this weekend to talk more about that. Um, because I'm going to be, and I'm just going to put everything like what I normally will do is, those of y'all not or new to the channel, I will do like a package open like this, and I'll tell you exactly what's colored and what's colored and all that stuff. Now with the '90s cars, with the retro series, that's going to be completely eliminated. The package and open and color will not be on there. So it's just going to be year, make, and model, and that's all it's going to be. I think that's more beneficial, and plus I would be separating the channel a little bit more. But like I said, I'm going to cover more of that this weekend when I get a chance because I need to sit down and figure out exactly to prioritize that particular series and figure out what other, like the thumbnails are going to be a little bit different. Sometimes I'm going to put it in parts exactly what year certain cars are going to be. I'm still trying to nail down some of the cars that I had and that I could vividly remember. And then there's some other cars that I don't remember or can't recall that I had or I saw the variation of it. That's why I'm getting other variations of these cars as well, so I can also put those in the video as well. And it's just going to make more of the video more interesting and stuff like that. But like I said, and if you're tuned in when I drop this video, if you're just tuning in, what I'm doing is I'm updating the channels on both channels, telling you exactly what's going on. So I got every single car that I had on my order that I got this past week from Amazon and eBay. Okay, so I already sent a screenshot. I already took that picture, sent it on Twitter, sent it on Facebook, sent it on both my YouTube channels. Now it's because I'm still technically off. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm taking the rest of the month off just to kind of relax a little bit. And then sometime next month in October, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna try to film one Tuesday out of the month a retro series and basically open it up with the first episode of it, first part of it. So I don't know when it's gonna come out yet. I haven't figured it out. I haven't thought of it. Um, and this is separating from the regular other cars of the week, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna be trying to find some old cars from back in the late '80s, early '90s, and early 2000s, and there will be some that are different variations that I do not recall, or I do recall but I never had before, stuff like that. So it's gonna kind of change the channel up a little bit. But anyway, like I said, guys and girls, I'm going to be doing that. Sorry for the dry cough. Um, at the 11 minutes, I'm talking like really like trying to keep it at a good pace, but it just happens sometimes. I do apologize. I should have some water with me, but I'm fine. I don't want to drink water while I'm on camera. Yeah, I heard a lot of YouTube videos where you could actually hear the gulping sound. That's why I'm trying to be very professional. Um, but anyway, I'm not taking shots at people. I'm not saying it to be disrespectful or mean. But like I said, guys and girls, I'm trying to find some old stuff that I had from back in the day when I was growing up as a child and as a young teen, and I'm trying to remember some of this stuff. And then that's why I'm going to show you all these videos coming up. But don't worry, like I said in the beginning of the video, I will put these two in the description box and all that stuff. Anyway, however, I did find a rare Ford pickup that I had when I was a kid. I'll talk more about that when I end the series. I have to take a picture of it and send it to my bestie and all that stuff. But anyway, guys, girls, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, put these videos out, and I just updated y'all to let y'all know once every month or on one Tuesday, one every month on a Tuesday, we are going to be taking retro series back to, or we're going to be doing the retro series on that particular Tuesday, and we'll be talking more about going ahead and telling y'all what the actual part of the series is, breaking down each part and stuff like that. So, like I said, we're going to be doing that once a month, and every Tuesday, one Tuesday out of all every month, we'll be doing that retro series. That way, it doesn't convolute a lot of that stuff. And not only that, but it just keeps the flow and rhythm going instead of me going every other Tuesday and having a break in between. I thought that was going to be feasible. It's not going to be feasible. I already thought of it. I'm like, guys, I'm going to be burning myself out faster doing that than just do it once a month. So, once a month on a Tuesday, that we'll be doing. But like I said, guys and girls, do all like I always tell y'all, go over to Tim Trailer, the Diecast Collective blog, hit the like and all that stuff over there. It just helps out the channel. And with all that being said, guys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I'm going to post all this stuff up so that way I got this stuff tomorrow or put out for y'all already. And because it's already 10:30 here, my time. So anyway, guys, girls, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I'm going to go and put all this stuff up. I'll put it packaged and open. And then on the short, I'll tell you exactly what the cars are. With that all being said, everyone, I hope everyone enjoys this video I'm just going to put out for the day. This weekend, stay tuned. I might put out maybe a weekend car show. We'll see. But we do got a few other 5-pack of Matchbox from the 90s I will talk about. That's one of the it's going to be probably one of the features I'll probably more than talk about. But all of a sudden, all of a sudden, we just thought about. I just thought about them. Like, you know what? I could just put a video out of the 5-pack. Compare the 5-packs of today on Sunday Saturday or Sunday, I'll do a 5-pack car, a little car thing, and I'll show y'all exactly what a 5-pack looks like from back in the day to a modern day. And you can understand where I like the older 5-packs more than I like the modern day stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love the modern day stuff, but I'm more of the old school 5-pack day and all that old stuff. So you'll see what I'm talking about on Saturday, Sunday. I will put that up there and we can compare everything. And I'm not going to put what's packaged and open on that video, but I'll just show y'all what they are. And I'll just tell you exactly what the 5-packs are and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, girls, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, and because I'm a 16-minute video. I didn't think I was gonna do that, but that's how long these videos can go out to. I just try to do a big long form feature so that way I have more stuff to talk about. Because on the other channel, with my other phone that I got here, my Motorola G phone that I have over here beside me on the right side of me. That's an older phone, and the memory is not that great. So I'm going to try to upgrade to this kind of phone that I have now. That way I can use the exact same mic for both of my phones. It's going to be easy. So anyway, guys and girls, I'm going to go in and get out of here. And I said it 30 times already, but this is for real. I will be talking more about the retro series this weekend and get more in depth with it. But the first episode, I'm thinking about doing this as a random, where I'm just gonna show y'all what the old one is versus the newer one. It's something like that. Nothing big deal about it. It's just gonna be I'm just gonna put a random 5-pack series up there. So I'll find one that I already like, not even open, just something that's already packaged, and I'll show you what it looks like, all that stuff. Anyway, with that all being said, everyone, until next time, this is Tim Trey, the managing editor of the Diecast Collective. You have yourself a fantastic night. We're out.